Zombie Apocalypse.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today it's actually going to be a special video. I reached out and contacted with another Clash Royale YouTuber. His name is FadezZ with a double Z. Go check him out. I'll link his channel in the description below. And we're actually gonna be playing a best of 5, which means that the first player to get 3 wins wins the whole challenge. Last season, as you can see, he got to his best season of all time. He reached above 6k trophies, which is an incredible achievement, as he doesn't even have his whole cards max level. He normally plays a Royal Giant deck in ladder, and this deck you're seeing there, it's not his real deck. It's a deck he used to battle against me in a video we also recorded in his channel, so go check it out. I'll also put the link in the description down below. And it's going to be a very interesting match, a best of 5, as there are some very close matches. And as you can see, you will have my deck and his deck all the way in the screen, so you know what cards we have and we don't have. And you will also have the score on the left. As I said before, it's a best of 5, so the first one to reach 3 wins will win this challenge. And so yeah, if you like this video, like, comment and subscribe, and go check FadezZ out. We'll jump right into the battles. Hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so the rules are very simple. Basically, the first one to get to 3 wins wins, and we cannot repeat the same deck. So we have to play a different deck every single match we play. So I'm going to be starting off with log bait, which of course my main objective is to bait out his, in this case, Zap, because he doesn't have a log. And he is going to be playing another version of log bait, though he has the Miner and Mega Knight instead of the Princess and the Goblin Barrel. So in this match, we're actually not going to be able to get a lot of value off our rocket, as we're going to have to spend a lot of elixir trying to take care of his Mega Knight, which in this play manages to jump onto the tower and get 2 hits. So we start off on the wrong foot, as you can see, and we'll just have to try and bait his Zap and attack with our other troops. So here he counters the Goblin Barrel with his Goblin Gang, and we can just log it. And the difficult thing about this matchup is that for his Skeleton Barrel, we do not have a log, or we do have the log, but we don't have a structure, as I like to put a cannon with when I'm playing 2.6 against the Skeleton Barrel. I didn't know how to properly react to this, but look how we're able to catch the Miner with our Ice Spirit and negate him a couple of hits. But as you can see, our tower is practically already down. So we're just gonna try and defend it and be a lot more aggressive now. So the Goblin Barrels, remember that the Zap, if you zap a Goblin Barrel, you do not completely shut it down, as the log does. But we're just gonna keep continuing getting chip damage with our log and with our Goblin Barrels. Here we try and protect the Princess, and we are able to do so, which is something very important. And in addition, we also bait out his Zap, as he has to use it on the Princess and the Goblin Gang, which forces a Mega Knight out of him. And we just place a Princess at the bridge that manages to get 2 hits on the tower, which provides us good value, as she also takes care of the Spear Goblins. But watch here how he manages to actually create such a successful push. He throws a Mega Knight, and he knows that my main defense for his Mega Knight is our Inferno Tower. So he places his Skeleton Barrel right in the middle, in order so that my Inferno Tower targets the Skeleton Barrel instead of his Mega Knight, and that allows him to win the game and actually make up a giant push that manages to take the other tower in seconds. So that is the first game to FadezZ. You can see the score on your left. And now we're going to be playing with 2.6 Hog Rider against a Golem deck that he has. He also has the Mega Knight, the Mega Minion, the Lumberjack, and of course, the Golem's best friend, the Night Witch. So actually, this would be considered as a very difficult deck to play against when playing Hog Rider. But if you manage to stay calm, separate your defenses, and just keep getting chip damage with your Hog Rider, you will do just fine. Just learn from this match and you'll see. First of all, when they're splitting lanes, what you want to do is put your Musketeer or Cannon in the middle and bring everything from the other lane in range of your units with your Skellies or your Ice Spirits. That way, in this case, we got a positive elixir trade, whilst we also got damage with our Hog Rider in the other tower. A very important thing to remember is that this deck, whenever they place a Golem in the back, you have to immediately go push with a Hog Rider on the opposite lane in order to force out some elixir, so that, for example, now he cannot place the Mega Minion behind his Golem because he had to use it to defend our Hog Rider. And now a very important placement is the Cannon has to be placed a bit to the left to push the Golem aside, and then the Musketeer to the right of the tower in order to separate the Golem from the support units and take out the support units with the Musketeer, and then afterwards take out the Golem with her if he doesn't fireball zap her again. However, by fireballing and zapping our Musketeer, we managed to get a positive elixir trade, and in double elixir we will be able, if you place your Musketeer the first unit when you're defending his push, you will actually be able to cycle back to another Musketeer if he decides to fireball zap her, which will actually give you a lot more value. And look at all the damage we've been able to do with our Hog Rider pushes, and we just want to keep up the intensity so that he does not have the elixir to place a Golem in the back, as he has to keep spending elixir on defending our pushes. Here he zaps the Skellies, which forces us to place an Ice Spirit, and now we just immediately go back to a Hog Rider, not allowing him again to place his Golem, allowing us to win the game as we had to defend less and less Golem pushes. And then he just goes for a Lumberjack and a Night Witch, desperately trying to take down the tower, but with the Ice Golem, Cannon and Skellies, you can just cycle back to units to keep entertaining them. So that would be the first game to us, and we equalize it to 1-1. And there you have seen examples of a 2.6 Hog Rider deck taking on a Golem beatdown deck. Now we'll jump right into the next match. I am playing a Chip Miner Cycle deck with Bomb Tower, and he will be playing a deck he really likes that is similar to Splashard, but without the Boulder. So here I push with the Miner on one lane, and because he defends it with the Ice Wizard, I decide to go wall breakers the other way, and he actually missed his Barbarian Barrel, which allowed us to get a lot of damage, as the wall breakers, if left alone, can deal massive amount of damage. So now here we kind of realize that he's playing Graveyard, which means that from now on we should probably save our bats in order to defend his pushes. But as he has poisons, we'll just have to keep cycling our cards. Here he just made the biggest mistake of the match, which allowed us to take the tower. It would have been a lot more difficult this game if he hadn't activated the King Tower with the Tornado, but it's a mistake, and Graveyard is very dangerous, so we still have to play cautiously. We send the Wall Breakers and the Royal Delivery to just take the Knight out, but with the Barbarian Barrel he manages to shut down our 2 Elixir push, which is very well played by his part. And then right here the Miner will just do some chip damage to his tower, and we will prepare our Bomb Tower close to our tower, just in case he decides to push with a Graveyard. It's a bit late and the Ice Wizard targets our tower, but we are okay with that. In this matchup, his Baby Dragon was a very dangerous card, as we didn't have a single targeting high DPS air card as the Musketeer is, for example. so we always had to tank for him for our bats or spear goblins with our knight. And on the other lane, I don't know if you focused on that, but we managed to connect with one of our wall breakers, and then the knight we can just take it out with 2 elixir bats and prepare, just keep pushing on the other lane, forcing him to spend more elixir, not allowing him to prepare such a massive graveyard push. Here we send in wall breakers to distract the baby dragon and also force out elixir, and they will actually manage to connect, or no, but it was very close. And now that we took down one of his towers, we just have to keep defending for the last 15 seconds and we'll be able to win it. So we just place distractions for baby dragon and a lot of units inside the graveyard so that they can defend. And I don't think a single skeleton managed to take our tower. And so that's the game, and we take the lead with a 2-1. And the main play in that matchup was his activation of our king tower, as when playing against graveyard it can actually provide a lot of value for you guys. And now for the next game, we're actually going to be playing Hog Rider again because I really like him, but it's a different version to 2.6. It doesn't have any structures. It has a princess and it has the rockets, just in case your pushes don't get to where they have to. And this is very interesting because against his deck, if he places a Sparky behind his tower, we can actually rocket it, get some chip damage, and then we don't have to worry about the Sparky again. So here we just place the Ice Golem in order to place our princess, to keep our princess alive, which is always very important. And we decide not to rocket his Musketeer as we weren't up in Elixir and it wouldn't really have changed the game. So he goes in for a Goblin Giant and we decide to push the other lane so that he cannot support it with as many units as he would have been able to otherwise. As he has to spend some elixir on the mini P.E.K.K.A. So he goes in with some minions and a rage, but our princess is able to snipe the minions and the spirit goblin. But look at all the damage he did just with that push, and he didn't even have Sparky. So at this point I know he's playing Sparky, so we need to be extra aggressive so that he has no elixir to place it. But he does it very well, and for now he hasn't placed Sparky behind the tower, which has not given me value and chip damage. So as he has been defending greatly our lot of pushes, we decide to go for a Princess at the Bridge, which can get most of the times 2 hits on the tower, which is actually a very good chip damage, as in addition it also obliges them to spend more elixir defending her. And here he goes for the mini P.E.K.K.A, for the usual mini P.E.K.K.A he has when defending our Hog Rider. And we stop him with bats and an Ice Golem, and here comes the Sparky that we knew he had. We managed to slow down his Goblin Giant with that, but we are forced to rocket the Sparky just in time for it to not hit our tower. But you can see that we're already at 452 or 62 hit points, which is not very good. But here the Ice Spirit actually freezes the mini P.E.K.K.A and we are able to force him to spend a lot more elixir on defending our on killing our princess. And here his Goblin Giant only manages to get 1 shot on our tower, and we decide to go for another Hog Rider to put some pressure on so that he cannot place his Sparky. But he actually plays his Sparky, which is the reason why we sent our Ice Spirit in order to freeze it, as it takes a long time to charge up its attack. And as you can see, the bats do a great job in taking down the Sparky. And now by just putting a lot of pressure on him, he is not able to place down his Goblin Giant, so we are able to spell cycle him at the last second when he just played a Goblin Giant, and we're able to take the W. We end up 1-3 in a great matchup against him, and it was very good. The games were even closer on the video that we did on his channel, so go check it out please. And if you really like this, leave a like, comment and subscribe. It would really help me out, so thank you for that. And if you want more videos like these as well, comment, let me know down in the comments. And big shout out to FadezZ, go check him out. And thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next time.